One of the most important things you can do to prepare for an emergency or survival situation is to build a well-stocked survival library. Having access to reliable information and expert advice can mean the difference between life and death in a crisis. So, what books should you have in your survival library? Well, that depends on your specific needs and circumstances. But here are some essential titles I would consider. The SAS Survival Handbook by John Wiseman, a comprehensive guide to survival skills including shelter building, fire making, and navigation. The Encyclopedia of Country Living by Carla Emery, a classic guide to homesteading and self-sufficiency, with information on everything from gardening to animal husbandry to home repair. Where There Is No Doctor by Dave Werner, a must-have resource for medical emergencies in low-resource settings with guidance on diagnosing and treating common illnesses and injuries. The Complete Book of Knots by Jeffrey Budworth, a comprehensive guide to knot tying with instructions for hundreds of different knots and their uses. The Ultimate Guide to Wilderness Living by John McPherson, a practical guide with surviving in the wilderness with information on shelter, water, food, and navigation. The Forager's Harvest by Samuel Thayer, a guide to identifying, harvesting, and preparing wild edible plants with information on nutritional and medicinal properties of different plants. The Prepper's Blueprint by Tess Pennington, a step-by-step guide to preparing for any disaster with advice on food and water storage, emergency communication, and more. The Art of War by Sun Tzu, a classic guide to strategy and tactics with applications for survival situations and beyond. The Foxfire book series, a collection of books based on the oral traditions and practices of Southern Appalachian homesteaders, with information on everything from blacksmithing to herbal medicine. Now, these are just a few examples of the many books that can be a valuable addition to your survival library. Remember to choose books that are relevant to your specific situation and needs, and keep your library up to date with the latest information. Don't forget to share. AP out.